Well, hello there, Skywinders. Welcome back to another episode of Skywind 007. On today's episode, we're going to be looking at this camera right here. So what makes this camera unique is the fact that it has a supercapacitor. So in general, it's just a regular dash cam that connects to an app. It has a front camera and a back camera, and I believe it has a Sony Starvis lens. And it does have motion detection, and you can connect via Wi-Fi, so that makes it faster. It's no game changer or big deal about that anyway, but it does let you see the videos on your phone relatively fast. You couldn't do that with Bluetooth, at least not that fast. And it does have a built-in GPS. So I think the main thing that people want to see when they look at videos on YouTube about these dash cams is how it records during the day and especially during the night, and if there's anything wrong with it. So I'm going to try to focus on that. So it does have an interesting box. It kind of opens like a music box like that. And this one does have included 128 giga. Has a very thick manual. Hopefully, since you're watching this video, I'll explain the main things. And there are some more quick start guides. And like all the dual dash cams, a whole lot of mounting things. Not fun. So if you want something simple, just get a Meyer dash cam that has no sticky pads or anything. You just put it on the mirror. But of course, the idea here is to get a front and back. Wow, it's nice and heavy. I can tell this is not a cheap camera. It has a good weight to it. Okay, so let's look at what you get out of the box. The main camera, suction cup, connector, rear camera, connector, the mount, power, sticky pads, tool, and cleaning wipes.
Please format the memory card before first time use.
Okay, so I know you couldn't hear that, but it says please format the memory card before first time use. So let's click yes. Yes. Oh, it's not a touch screen. So it's
successful.
So that's nice and good English, by the way. So you have two options. You can do a manual set. Here you can manually set the time and date of your choice, or you can do a time zone set. Here, if you know the GMT value based on your location, then the camera can set up date and time based on your GMT value and GPS signal. So let's do that. Initial setup is complete. Press next to start using your dash cam. Please note, by factory default settings, your dash cam is ready to go without changing any other settings. You can utilize the user manual or how-to videos to learn more about each feature to customize the dash cam.
Video mode. Recording started.
Okay, so it does have the time, 2:29. So I'm happy about that. So let's pause.
Recording stopped.
So this is very interesting because there's a lot of talking, a lot of voice prompts.
Recording started. Recording stopped.
Okay, so let's go for a road trip. And I am recording my voice with the camera directly, so I hope you can hear me. I'm speaking in a normal talking voice. I'm not yelling and I'm not whispering. So let's take a right over here. And we got some traffic coming. Let's see if we can read the plate on that. I don't know. So let's try to read the plate on this. See if we can do. Let's try to read the plate on that. We're gonna make a left. And let's see. Let's see if we can read the sign. It should say speed limit 30. That means 30 miles an hour. So I'm not gonna spend too much time showing daytime video, because that usually works on any camera. The big issue with cameras is nighttime recording. The vast majority of the cameras don't do that well in the dark, and some of them barely show anything, and that's even if you have that's only if you have bright headlamps. And of course, we want a camera that can record even without headlamps, with just the moonlight, if possible. Okay, so there we have a car that was not happy with the way I was driving, even though I was driving correctly. So that's the kind of car that you want to document. That's the kind of people that are going to crash into you, try to blame the whole thing on you, and you want to have this video. Okay folks, so we have reached the end of this review, and I do want to point out the good and the bad. So let's start with the bad. This camera is not 4K. No matter what they say, in my opinion, it is not 4K. It's not even 1080p. I believe it's about 720p, and that's the best I can do. I don't think it's 4K, not at all. I don't think it's a Sony lens. It claims to have a Sony lens. Either Sony is very bad at making lenses, or it's just not a Sony lens. So I think it's not a Sony lens. And that's purely my opinion. I don't want to get sued or anything. The night driving, the night recording is fairly bad. I've seen a lot better on cheaper cameras, and I was not impressed by the night recording. The daytime recording was good, and I did see the contrast, the automatic contrast, which makes the video look kind of bad, but that's not a problem because this is not a photographic, this is not for photographing, like artistic photographing. So even though it looks bad, it's actually good because it's revealing all the dark things in the shadows and that kind of thing. So that was the bad. Now let's go to the good. The good is that it's easy to install. So basically setting it up inside the car was easy, and the setup as far as the app was fairly easy. So that was very good. It did have a free card, a free memory card, 120 gigabytes. So I was very happy about that. I have to make that separate purchase. That usually is like $20. So you get that for free. It does have internal GPS, so you don't have to be using those dongles. So everything's internal like a phone. And it works. It definitely does work. It does have a supercapacitor, so you don't have to worry about the battery. You can leave it forever in storage, and it's not going to damage because it's not a battery, it's a supercapacitor. The supercapacitors, you can leave it for years and years and years in storage, and it's not going to get damaged, unlike a battery. The app is excellent. I would say it's excellent. It connects via Wi-Fi. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later. So it's definitely very fast at connecting to the camera. And it's very intuitive. Everything's very easy to use in the app, so you won't have to be reading that big booklet. And the download speeds are very, the download speeds are very fast. So when you're downloading the videos, everything is fast. So I'm very happy about that, and that is to be expected because this connects via Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. And the keyword here is Wi-Fi. That makes everything faster. Bluetooth is very slow. So remember, anytime you see Wi-Fi, do expect things to be fast. So overall, I think this is a very good camera. It's not perfect and it's not excellent. It is good. It is good, not excellent. So I'm gonna give it a 4 stars out of 5. And the main reason why I'm taking away 1 star is because it is not 4K, like I said. It's not even 1080p. In my opinion, it's just 720p. And I don't think it has a Sony lens, and I was really hoping for that Sony lens. I've seen a lot better lenses and cheaper cameras. Thank you for watching, subscribe and thumbs up.